If you've got Amazon's new Fire TV update and you're already fed up with it, this video might completely change how you use your Firestick. Because after Amazon removed the proper app grid, buried your apps under recommendations and turned every shortcut into a path back to the For You screen, I started looking for a way around it. What I found is probably the closest thing you'll get to the old Fire TV experience. Let me show you. Before we start, a quick reality check. This does not permanently replace Amazon's home screen. When you press the home button, Amazon still wants to take you back to its own launcher. That's one of the restrictions Fire TV has now. So if you're expecting a perfect replacement, that's not what this is. What this does give you is a much cleaner and faster way to launch and organise your apps. And for most people, that's enough. The goal here isn't to completely replace Fire TV. It's to make the new update far less annoying. To install it, we're going to use the Downloader app. If you already have Downloader installed, you can skip ahead and simply enter the code. If you don't have Downloader installed, go to the top navigation menu on your Firestick and choose Search. Search for Downloader, open the app listing and install it. Once Downloader is installed, go to Settings, My Fire TV, Developer Options, Install Unknown Apps, then turn Downloader to On. If Developer Options is hidden, go to Settings, My Fire TV, About, then click your Fire TV device name several times until it says you are now a developer. Go back one screen and Developer Options should appear. Once that's done, open Downloader and enter this code, 28907. You will need to generate a free token, and to do that, simply click Continue with Free and follow the on-screen instructions. Once you're in, open the Launchers category and select Projectivy Launcher. Scroll down to the light blue Download button and start the download. If the main download gets stuck on connecting or throws an error, try the backup download link underneath instead. Once the installation finishes, select Done. Then choose Delete and Confirm. That removes the installation file and frees up storage on your Fire TV. Now open Projectivy Launcher and you'll immediately see why so many people recommend it. Instead of giant banners, rows of recommendations and ads, you get your apps. That's it. Exactly how a streaming device home screen should work. If you want Projectivy to feel much closer to the old Fire TV app grid, here's the first thing I recommend changing. Go into Projectivy Launcher Settings, Appearance, Wallpaper, Launcher Wallpaper, and set it to None. That immediately gives you a cleaner look. Next, let's switch to a proper grid layout so you can see more of your apps at once instead of endlessly scrolling through a single row. Move to the far left of the first app row and open the small cog icon for that category. Turn on Grid, then set cards per row to 6 using the slider. Now personally, I think 6 is the sweet spot. It feels very similar to the old Fire TV app grid. Several viewers suggested exactly this setup after my last video, and after trying it myself, I completely agree. Now let's clean things up. Move back to the left-hand side and open the row settings. Choose Manage Apps. Now simply toggle off anything you don't want to see. Alexa Smart Home, Amazon Live Shopping, Luna, or any other apps you never actually use. You're basically removing the clutter and leaving only the things that matter. You can also hide entire rows. For example, if Projectivy creates a row called Mobile Apps and you never use it, open that row's settings and turn off the visible toggle. Again, less clutter and more focus on your actual apps. Next, let's organise your apps. Long press the Select button on any app. Choose Reorder, then move it wherever you want. Put your favourite apps right at the front. Netflix, YouTube, Downloader, Kodi, whatever you use most. The beauty of Projectivy is that everything important becomes visible immediately. No scrolling through rows of things that Amazon wants you to watch. Just your stuff exactly where you want it. Now let's talk about the biggest question people ask. Can Projectivy automatically bypass Amazon's home screen on startup? Technically, yes, using complicated workarounds with ADB commands, or by using apps like Launch on Boot that can launch Projectivy automatically on some Fire TV devices. The problem is Amazon frequently patches these workarounds with new updates. So I don't want to promise something Amazon could break tomorrow. The most reliable, update-proof method is simply keeping Projectivy at the front of your app row. Or if your remote has a recent apps button, that's usually the quickest way back into Projectivy. Until Amazon changes course, this is probably the best workaround available. It's cleaner, it's faster, and most importantly, it puts your apps back at the center of the experience, which is exactly what most of us bought a Firestick for in the first place. And judging by the number of launcher comments on my last video, a lot of you seem to agree. So now I want to hear from you. Have you already installed Projectivy? Are you sticking with Amazon's new layout? Or are you thinking of moving to something completely different, like an Onbox, Google TV device, Nvidia Shield, or even a mini PC? Let me know in the comments below. And if this helped you get your apps back, hit that like button. Subscribe and turn on notifications because Amazon isn't done changing Fire TV, and I'll keep covering every major update as it happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.